The top 10 most brutal prisons on Earth. Number 10. Bang Kwan Prison, Thailand. Bang Kwan Prison is one of the most notorious prisons in the world. All inmates are serving a sentence of at least 25 years, and those on death row are given just 2 hours notice before their execution. Up until recently, prisoners on death row spent their sentences with their ankles in shackles. The prison is infested with cockroaches, and prisoners are denied access to free medical care, despite tuberculosis and leprosy being rife. Number 9. Rikers Island Prison, New York, United States. Rikers Island Prison has developed a notorious reputation for its neglect of prisoners and culture of abuse. Rikers has a population of almost 10,000 inmates, 40% of whom suffer from mental illness. In 2013, there were 129 reported cases in which prisoners were beaten so severely by prison guards that they were left needing emergency care. In 2012, prison guard Brian Cole was found guilty of killing a prisoner and attempting to cover it up, after he restrained mentally ill inmate Ronald Spear, before beating him to death. One of the guards involved in the conspiracy still works at the prison. Number 8. Guantanamo Bay Detention Camp, Cuba. US-governed military prison Guantanamo Bay was established to detain extraordinarily dangerous people, many of whom are suspected terrorists. The extent of the sexual abuse and torture that Guantanamo Bay prisoners face has led the United Nations to call for its closure. Released prisoner Majid Khan has described enduring interrogation techniques in which he spent days hung naked from a beam, with ice water repeatedly thrown on his genitals. Khan also reported undergoing rectal feeding, where a meal of hummus and pasta was pureed and forced into his anus. Number 7. IK-14, Russia. Women's penal colony IK-14 came to international attention after Pussy Riot singer Nadezhda Tolokonnikova described her time there. She revealed that the colony's female prisoners are forced into slave labor, working up to 17 hours a day with just 3 hours sleep. Furthermore, prison authorities relied on inmates to administer punishment to fellow inmates. Punishments included being forced to stand naked in minus 25 degrees Celsius temperatures or being punched in the kidneys. During the administration of one of these punishments, Tolokonnikova reported that a fellow inmate was beaten to death by a group of prisoners. Number 6. ADX Florence Supermax Facility, Colorado, United States. Inmates in ADX Florence Supermax Facility are deemed the most dangerous criminals in America's federal prison system. The Supermax facility specializes in what has been described by former prisoner Garrett Lindemann as the brutality of isolation. Inmates are kept in solitary confinement, in darkened, soundproof cells for 23 hours a day. If taken out of their cells, prisoners must wear leg irons, handcuffs and stomach chains before being escorted. The worst inmates are so cut off from the rest of humanity that they do not even come into contact with the guards. Number 5. La Sabaneta Prison, Venezuela. La Sabaneta is notorious for violence within the prison walls. The prison is largely run by its armed inmates who have access to assault rifles, hand grenades and plastic explosives.